Hey everybody, welcome to the Quarantine Corner podcast. Wait, you want me to start slower? I can start slower.
No, your voice was like death itself. Like you sound like a Grim Reaper, but that's okay.
All right. Anyways, as I was saying before interrupted, it's I have Rashawn here with me, and
Uh-huh.
I'm Cody. I feel like I don't introduce myself ever, right? Like it's
Never.
like it's like everybody just has to assume who I am, even though your name is first. Uh,
Literally.
Nobody reads the second name. Doesn't happen. All right. So we have a couple topics that we can run on. I think the first and most like blaring is Kate Blanchett to play Lilith in the Borderlands films. Uh,
No.
yeah. All right.
That's my response.
Next topic. Um, so like there are a couple reasons why this is just not gonna work. First of all, I think the most blaring issue is she's 50 and Lilith is maybe late 20s, early 30s. So
Yeah.
uh
I mean, I'm trying to get more pictures of her so I can like fully see the like her face, but
she played I keep wanting to just say Hell, but I know there's more. She played Thor's sister in Ragnarok, and I know you don't know who that is. And I'm not even sure if you watched the movie, but yeah, I just can't see it. And also, honestly, I don't want a Borderlands film. I don't.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah.
I it's just I feel like there's too much here for them to fuck up. You know, like
Yeah, this is not gonna work. I'm looking at it, bro.
like with a Borderlands film, Borderlands has already built this world, and they're gonna somehow have to build. They're gonna have to somehow build a movie that fits within that world and possibly may even be canon. Like,
It better not be.
yeah, that shit's stupid, but um, and so I think with the Tales of the Borderland, like that was like that took it from basically a story driven perspective, and it was canon, and I feel like that one had a lot of room to fail, but because people loved what they were doing, it didn't.
That I feel like expanded Borderlands to
Oh yeah, big
like
time.
we also like you see we always like we're on Pandora, we always see different planets and shit like that,
Yeah.
but I feel like Tales of the Borderlands really like it's like a universal kind of
Oh
thing.
yeah. And I feel like with that, like, you can make a Borderlands game, and if it plays like a Borderlands game, it's still a Borderlands game. Like, I'm okay with it. Like Borderlands 3, like, I it may not be my favorite Borderlands game, but it's not a bad game.
It's a bad Borderlands game, it's not a bad
Yeah.
game.
Um, and so, I feel like with Tales of Borderland, they had a lot of room to mess up, but they didn't, and it made it a beautiful game that expanded on the world. And I feel like it's going to be the same here, except for people who make video game movies don't care about video games.
It's also the fact that you're trying to cram over
Oh yeah,
what how many games, I don't know,
four,
what, 4 or 5,
5 games, because
but
yeah,
yeah, all 30 hours each if not more into a 2.5 hour movie,
yeah.
unless they just focus on Borderlands 2. I mean, I don't have a problem with that, but Handsome Jack has to be the fucking focus.
Yeah, honestly, like they're not gonna be able to, like, if they want to build some sort of world, Handsome Jack is the way to go, because I don't think that I would really enjoy a movie without Handsome Jack in it for a Borderlands movie. Because it's like,
I need to see Butt Stallion.
I exactly, bro. I got one shot of Butt Stallion, and I need more of it. Um,
I don't know, bro. I just feel like they're not gonna give. Well, that's what any video game movie, first of all,
yeah,
but they're just not gonna care about it. Like they're just gonna try to pump the shit out. There's a lot of things that they have to cover because I feel like you can't just jump into like Borderlands is so deep
oh
that
yeah,
I don't know if you can give it to a casual audience and have it be perceived well.
and I think that's another thing with like video with like movies is because whenever you make a video game, you're making it for gamers to play. When you're making a movie, you're making it for all audiences. You're catering to that video game audience, but you're making it for all audiences. So I think that's like a difficult line to have to stay on, to have to balance on, to
Yeah,
make it to where someone who's never played Borderlands, never even seen anything about Borderlands, can walk in understand what was going on, and leave the movie theater. But
But that's not gonna happen.
yeah, have enough where people who've played the games can go in and be like, oh, okay, I'm understanding this on a deeper level, and that's a hard line to tiptoe. And I feel like
Because even if you like describe everything that's happened, not everything, but the fine lines of everything that's happened, that's like a good majority of the movie. So like, what's the movie gonna be about?
exactly like I don't know. I feel like as far as that goes, I don't think any sort of film adaptation for Borderlands is the way to go. But I feel like they would be able to build more if it were a TV show of sorts, you know?
Yeah, I could see that. I could see a TV show.
Yeah, but
Um,
I'm not sure if I could do a movie, especially with no pre-existing like movies, nothing to build anything on. Um,
there's so much room to fuck it up because like I'm thinking about it, like you're looking through Borderlands 2 story, bro. Like okay, whatever. The train blows up. I'm
yeah,
just thinking about the core parts.
yeah,
You go to Sanctuary, fucking Roland dies, then you fight Jack. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm skipping around, but
yeah,
like how you gonna make that a cohesive story?
yeah. I feel like that's crazy. That's gonna be, you know. And then you really have to give a lot more personality to the Vault Hunters of the game. You know,
Yeah, which is not gonna happen
so
because you have four, if not six of them.
yeah, so I feel like I feel like their best chance would to be to do something that has Jack in it, but not follow the story of an existing game.
Yes,
You
I
know,
agree. It's
so
making a new thing.
so maybe a separate storyline that's kind of in between the pre-sequel and the second game. Like because you can't build a full game on what's happening there, but you can build a 2-hour movie on stuff that's happened there.
Yeah,
So I feel like their best chance would be make something that's after this pre-sequel and before the second game. Because I feel like that you can put something in there because there's stuff that didn't happen in the prequel that they talk about in the second game.
yeah,
So I feel like they can make it about one of those instances, and as long as whoever's making the movie has love for what they're doing, they're not. But as long as
they're
they
not.
do,
Yeah,
like, you know,
I feel like they could cover whatever happened in New Haven, maybe,
oh yeah,
because we still don't know what the fuck happened. All I know is that fucking bitches pulled up with fucking Wilhelm, and
yeah,
you fought Wilhelm, and they're like, you can't fight him, bro. Like we tried, and they're old Vault Hunters, so I feel like that would be cool to see.
that would be fucking badass if they made it about New Haven because you never get anything about New Haven, and I feel like that's something that a new audience can go in and understand. Like
Exactly, because then that gives you pre-context into Borderlands 2 as well.
yeah, exactly. So somebody who's never played the games can walk in and be like, "Oh, here's the town of New Haven. Here's like a bunch of little shit that's kind of beating leading up to the destruction of New Haven." But I feel like with an ending to that is going to be kind of hard. Cuz like
Um,
because if you built that story on New Haven, you would then have to lead it into Borderlands 2, but you would also have to end the fucking movie. So I feel like
well, how did they get? I mean, I know the Vault Hunters were just going, but they weren't contacted, right? Or did they just show up?
I think they just showed up. I don't know exactly. I don't remember that much. But like cuz if you end the movie I think a good way to end the movie would be with them starting Sanctuary. Or
That makes sense.
because
But
yeah, cuz you
go.
you can't end it on New Haven being destroyed.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
So I
Well, I don't know. That's gonna be a longer movie then.
Well, I feel like
I feel
I
like
feel like you can touch upon them starting New Haven without making a big deal out of, or not. You can touch upon Sanctuary without making a big deal of them in Sanctuary.
you could just do Jack and have him, even if it's not like canon. I feel like you can have Jack planning to fuck up New Haven. It could just follow Jack all the way through, and
Yeah,
then
it could.
he fucks up New Haven, and then he gets word of new Vault Hunters coming through, and he messes up the train, and then you could just lead into that.
Yeah.
Like that would be you could end the movie there.
Oh yeah. And another thing is, I feel like Borderlands has a certain comedy to it, and
It
that
does.
that needs to be there. But I think their main problem is Borderlands has like that stylistic like graphics to it.
Yeah,
And I feel
and I
like
don't want them to fuck it up.
yeah, exactly. I feel like the best thing to do would to stay within those like lines. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not sure live action would be the way to go.
That's exactly what I'm saying, bro. Like
Like
it's even harder now that you think about it.
like not live action. I can't think about it live action, you know, cuz like I know what they're going to do is they're going to not at all go with that style. They're they're going to say, "Hey, fuck that style. We're just going to have this live action." And what that's going to do is it's going to make the movie feel cheap. It's going to
That's
make
what I'm saying.
it's because then it's like you have this world and you have this style that Borderlands is known for, and you just threw it out the world or threw it out the window and shot a normal live action movie, you know? Like you
I see. I mean, okay. I feel like if they attack it as in a more cinematic, like dirt kind of grimy way,
yeah.
like what is it called? Kind of like Mad Max, kind of like in game where everything's like all fucked up, like it's just you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
I
and
like
like
that.
you just filter it like that. Like I could live with that. What I don't want is them to half-ass the fucking filter or like only like get certain costumes that are outlined a certain way. Like I don't like that shit because it's gonna look fucking cheap as fuck.
Oh yeah. So I feel
Either go all way one way.
yeah, honestly. You know what? Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, I could do a Mad Max thing. Like I could see, you know, you have Lilith with the tattoos and you know, like her outfit, but you know, not without it making it stylized or anything. I could definitely see that, you know. But
Yeah,
here's the thing: is I feel like they're gonna make the movie without talking to anybody who made the games,
like who? Oh no, I got you.
like just anybody in general. And I feel like that's gonna be a problem because you know, there's so much lore and there's so much detail in all the Borderlands, you know. And it's like I feel like they're either gonna have to go all the way and make it canon, or have no trust in it, and then it's gonna fail anyways. You know,
Exactly.
like so I feel like I don't know. That's a Borderland. Some games, you know, all games should not have a movie.
The only movie that I would actually be interested in seeing, or a game to be um adapted into a movie, would be like an Assassin's Creed. I'm not gonna lie. So I
They
feel like that would be easily done.
yeah, they had an Assassin's Creed movie, but it wasn't the best. But that's because of like the director and stuff didn't have love for what he was
Yeah,
doing.
well,
You know.
like that was anything
Yeah, and I feel like with video games and movies, it's really hard for
to translate it.
yeah, or to find somebody who has love for what they're doing. You know, and yeah, Assassin's Creed. I feel like that's a pretty easy like movie to transfer over because Borderlands has tons of lore and all of this to it. And Assassin's Creed movie, pretty much all the games are exactly the same in a different scenario.
They have lore though.
Oh yeah,
Like it's just all connected.
like yeah, they have lore, but what I'm saying is like I can jump
It
in.
can stand alone.
Yeah, I can jump into like Assassin's Creed 3 and understand everything that's going on, and I feel like the same goes for an Assassin's Creed movie. You know?
That would be perfect. Honestly, Assassin's Creed 3 would be perfect because that's you already know like the founding fathers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That'd be a perfect movie, I feel.
yeah. But as far as like most video game movies, I can't really see. You know what? I would be actually kind of excited for a Dark Souls movie now that I think about it.
Not for me, bro.
No, like that's such a grimy world. Like I see how that would work. They would fuck it up, but like that'd be cool.
I
Um,
could not see that working. I'm not gonna lie to you.
well, what do you think would not work?
There's the main character doesn't even talk.
Yeah,
Like he has no personality.
I see your point. I see your point. Though, no, thinking about it, it'd be hard watching an entire movie where the main character doesn't say a fucking word. Um,
Like
he just
the
stares at
action would
people.
be cool.
The action would be yeah. I was thinking about the action. I was thinking about like fights and shit. You know. But now that I'm thinking about it, the main character not saying anything is he just kind of stares at people and people understand him.
Yeah, I mean you can do like The Witcher.
Well they made a show.
Listen,
I
did you watch it? I didn't watch it.
didn't watch it, but I heard it was pretty good. But I only heard it was good from people who haven't played the games. But it's built off the
Yeah,
book, so
But I feel like I'm not gonna watch episodes of someone hunting a fucking dragon. I'm saying you just build up hunting that shit, you kill it, that's it. I'm good. I'm good. I got the story. I got
Yeah.
the universe. I don't need episodes on episodes of you killing the griffin.
Right. Thanks, B. Um, I don't know. Anyways, video game movies most of the time are not that good of an idea unless it's got such expansive, well, not such expansive lore, but it's got something that you can go and do your own thing and still make sense to the game, you know?
Just bring the fucking directors or the script
Exactly.
writers from the game. Like I don't understand why that's a problem. People like
Exactly.
having their own team.
Exactly. All right, next topic. Now that we've, dude, video game movies. Now I'm heated.
I am heated.
Now I'm pissed. So next, have you seen this Siren Head thing?
Yes.
All right. So I think I don't find it scary because I don't find anything scary because I'm a big boy. It doesn't take naps. Sorry.
Shut up.
But I find shit like this creepy. You know, where it's like, like shit that's like close to being real but slightly off. Like like distorted faces or like just a shadow where it's like just the eyes or like I don't know, shit like this or like mascots. Not Five Nights at Freddy's, but like a I don't know, like shit that's just slightly off. I find it creepy, you know?
I need more descriptors, dog.
I I don't
Like
know.
drop names.
I got nothing.
Oh,
Like
okay.
this that's the name that I dropped, Siren Head. Like I can't explain
Okay.
what about it, but that shit I find creepy. Like
Do you know like the whole lore thing about it or what?
not really. It's not a whole lot of lore to it, really.
It's just he just like makes up
Yeah.
he can imitate voices.
Yeah, and shit like that. I think a movie with him would be dope as fuck.
I would watch that shit.
In an instant, bro. The Slenderman movie was garbage. I don't know how I got from that to that, but I'm just now remembering that the Slenderman movie was garbage, and I wanted to drop that. So, um,
That's so wild. That game was so iconic. That's
right,
crazy.
that is crazy, you know. Remember those two girls that like stabbed their like cousin or something or their friend
Over what?
over Slenderman? They were like were
Yes.
Slenderman's proxies, and then they stabbed their friend.
Yeah.
Imagine like what goes through your mind where you go, I have to stab my friend because this made up character is telling me to. Like,
But I feel like that might even be a deeper thing because like, what if it's not made up and then this person made it in the hopes to please this ethereal being,
all
and
right,
it just opens up other people's minds to the idea of this thing existing.
right? Like, I mean, kudos to the girl who fucking stabbed several times, dragged herself.
Kudos to the girl for doing technique.
No. I was talking about the girl who was stabbed several times, dragged herself through the forest, found a car, got to a hospital, and is fine to this day.
Oh, okay, I thought you meant like
Yeah, no.
the stab wounds. Didn't finish
28
the job.
stab wounds.
Great game.
I fucking love Detroit, bro. Um, no, like I honestly like I'm so glad she made it and everything. Even though that was a couple years ago, like that'd be a horrible way to die. Stabbed
I'd
by
be pissed.
stabbed by your good friends in the middle of a forest because some made up fucking creature told them to.
All I'm saying is you ain't getting me in no forest. First of all, I'm not putting myself in that situation.
Hey, Rashawn, you want to get no,
Nope.
no,
Nope.
none.
Hey, you wanna go camping? Oh yeah, sure. Where? In the middle of the forest.
Nah,
No.
we
What the
doing it
fuck?
on the beach or in my backyard. That's it.
Exactly. It's a simulator now, God.
Hey, just pretend you're in the middle of the forest.
Exactly. It's immersion. Honestly though, what are you gonna do if you see this? You walk in, say you're on a run, you see Siren Head just like fucking stomping.
Bro, I don't I'm not sure if I'd run. No, I'd run. He's 40 feet tall. 1 foot, one step of his.
But yeah, but I'm saying like he's miles away because obviously he's like huge as fuck.
Oh yeah.
He's like miles away, bro.
I feel like
Like
his size varies from like 40 feet to like 400 feet.
yeah, but what are you gonna do about it? Like,
I
what
guess
is your next plan of action besides running?
I guess I'm doing that. I probably hide. Like I'm not gonna try like I'm not gonna run up and like kick him or something, you know?
Bro, he's miles away. Like I'm saying,
Oh yeah, true.
like in the distance. Like, what are you gonna do about that?
I don't know. Like I'm thinking it. I'm thinking like, what would I do? I'm putting myself in that situation, and my brain's got nothing. It's like
Imagine, bro, I couldn't. I think my brain would just fucking stop working.
that's
Like
what I'm
if I heard
saying,
this, if I heard the sirens, I'm like, oh, let me go outside. Like, what is it? Like, it might be like a city ordinance. I go outside and it's just fucking that. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? But you know what I'm saying?
right,
Like, I don't think my brain could fathom it.
bro? I think that shit's so cool. Like think about it. Like it's a middle of forest or something. You're in like a cabin or something. You hear the signs. You're like, that's weird. I didn't think there was any near here, right? And so you kind of look out, you don't see anything, but you hear like trees break in, right? You're like, huh, where's that coming from? And then you hear like the voice of a loved one or like a radio broadcast, and you're like, what the fuck? And you turn around, and then this fucking thing comes through the trees, 40 feet tall, looming over your house, bro. Like,
I feel like it's even worse that he can't move fast. Like, it's
right?
just a slow grind. Like, so it gives you time to think about what you've done.
Which is why I don't like carnival rides, but. Because, look, bro, a roller coaster, it's like, oh, I'm on, I'm done, I'm off, right? Carnival rides are like, hey, just want to let you know while you're sitting in that seat, this was built in 2 hours. Have fun. And then it's like, oh, what are we doing? Oh, I'm just going to lift you up real high, really slowly, and then I'm going to drop you. Cool, cool,
Meeting my
cool.
child.
Yeah, I don't like carnival rides. I'll ride them, but I don't like them. Um, but like roller coasters, I'm fine with because it's like that shit's over before it started. Like I'm just saying, like my brain doesn't have time to process how I would die, you know.
Yeah.
But like on carnival rides, like we had this one where I used to work, and it would just bring you up and drop you, kind of like the Scream at Six Flags.
Yeah.
Um, but it was worse. So it was half as tall, but it brought you up twice as slow.
Why would you want that?
That's what I'm saying. And then it gave you no warning, and then it just dropped. Right, the closest you would have to a warning is a little that you would hear once you got to the top, and then about half a second after that, you were on the ground basically. But it brought you up, and it was just slow. It was just go and go and go, and bro, that shit was terrifying. Cause now I get to watch myself be lifted 100 feet into the air on a janky ass ride, and I get to see like everything in the flea market. I don't know. It was
Am I falling or is the thing tipping over?
right. Like every time I got on it, I regretted it. You know, like I would get on it again right now, but I would regret it after I got off. All right. So there's that. We talked about Siren Head. We talked about how about we talk about Mirror's Edge a little bit. So
Right.
so I know this is an old game, and I feel like there's no relevance news around it right now. But I just want to talk about how Mirror's Edge still holds up. You know, like to this day, I could still probably open up Mirror's Edge, play it, and be like, that was a fantastic time. I'm glad I did that. You know, and that's just it is what it is. Like its art style, how it flowed, everything was just really nice. And I feel like even though there is Mirror's Edge 2, I feel like Dying Light was more of a sequel than Mirror's Edge 2 was. Cuz
I get that.
Mirror's Edge 2 was good and all, but I feel like because Dying Light came out, nobody had a reason to play Mirror's Edge 2 because Dying Light improved on everything. I mean, I don't know why, but parkour games can never, they never guess quite good enough what the fuck I'm actually trying to climb up. Parkour game, like especially Assassin's Creed, because you're running
Not at
everywhere in
all.
Assassin's Creed. You're like, oh, I want to go up this wall, and then he hops on the wall next to you, runs up, and then there's nothing to climb onto, and then you fall into a bunch of enemies. It's like, why would I ever want to do that? There was nothing to climb there.
It sounds like a deep rooted issue.
It's happened too many times, bro. And I feel like Dying Light, um, like Dying Light may not have had like the best story. It was basically a classic zombie story with a mobster. But I feel like the novelty of slowly gaining skills and being able to climb and go anywhere you want, and as you play the game, you're able to move faster and you're able to like hit harder and shit like that. I think that's really cool. They did nerf because I was like slaying bitches, bro. Like I felt I felt like I had worked up to that. You know, I'm just decapitating, cutting bitches in half, and then they like nerfed it, and the weapon I had that did so much damage suddenly didn't do shit. Um,
Good.
yeah.
People like you are the game's broken.
And that may be because they really brought more of a multiplayer aspect with it, and they added the
Yeah.
battle royale, and they have like events and stuff, and so that they may have toned down the weapons a little bit to make that more accessible and stuff. And then I feel like Dying Light has this like perfect sense of like difficulty, you know, because it's never too hard, you know, but it's never easy, and I like that.
I wish you would have played when they had the fucking nightmare dude. What is his name? Fucking
What?
bro, hold on,
I'm
hold on.
gonna
I'm
need
about to
to.
drop a
All right,
link in there.
cool. I'm gonna need a picture of something.
This dude would come in and just fuck your shit up. So whenever it gets too dark, whatever
Yeah.
the zombies get faster, blah blah. Then this bitch comes out. And he can grappling hook just like you. He can run just as fast as
Oh
you. He will
shit.
fuck up your day. He
Oh
would fuck
shit.
up your night, bro. You would be better off just going to a safe house.
God damn. When did they have that?
Bro, I don't know. I don't know how you didn't play it. This shit was not that long after the game came out.
I probably was it an event? Because I know that.
It was an event that they kept it in the game. It was good night good hunting.
That's crazy. I definitely played the multiplayer, but I don't think I played this like where the guy can invade the game. But
He just comes out at night, and then the only thing that stops him is black lights.
God. Yeah. Fuck that. No, I'm good. Um. I'm good. You hear that there was like the lore that like at the end of the following, you know, like the mother or whatever, like you turn into like a zombie at the very end. But the scream that you do is that scream right there. But like you're out of wherever it is. Is it Haven?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're out of Haven. You're out of like the DLC area. Like you're in like a normal city, and you do that scream. And so like a lot of people are like, "Oh, Kyle is the hunter." What is this?
It's just a gif of him attacking you.
Oh, well, it gave me a redirect notice.
I'll drop the actual link then.
Yeah. No, here it is. Nah, fuck that, dude. That shit doesn't look fun. He straight murdered. What was it? I don't remember exactly what I was talking about.
Him turning to a zombie.
Yeah. Oh, I think one like out of all the writing that is in the game, the only like vivid conversation I remember is whenever whatever his name is, I don't remember. It's like it's Crane. I'm the Crane, and that's all I remember from the entire game.
I hate you.
It's just those words. Too bad.
You're actually talking.
Yeah. Too bad he had to fucking die.
Spoilers.
Hey, shut the fuck up, bro. That game's like 5 years old.
That kid's about to go to kindergarten, bro. Chill out.
Honestly. Goddamn, we like sped run our fucking topics, bro.
We're running through this shit.
God damn, who knew we need more topics? Shit. We're only like 30 minutes in. All right.
What the fuck?
Whoa,
wibby wobbity.
Is this allowed? So did you ever read creepypastas or any of that whenever you were younger?
No, I'm not a psychopath.
Yeah. I didn't, but all my friends did. So I felt like it was like I would watch the videos, you know, where like it's just some guy talking for like 2 hours.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I know about it. Like I know
Yeah.
about the fucking Smile Dog, Jeff, and like all that shit.
Look, I'm just saying. At the time, I was like, "Hey, this is kind of creepy." But like
No, that shit was creepy.
now that I'm thinking about it, that's some bullshit. Smile dog, a dog that would
Yeah.
shut down your phone. That's just a virus.
Yo, my phone turned off. Let me turn it back on. Not gonna look at that picture again. I hate y'all.
That's what I'm saying. Jeff the Killer, like I used to think like not that it was real, but I thought there was some realism to it or something. Like in my brain I was like, yeah, yeah, that's something that could happen. Um Now that I'm thinking about it, bro, he was like burned by gasoline. He murdered his parents and his little brother or something. And like the whole thing is like he looms over your bed and he says something. I don't remember what it is. He says
I
some
don't remember what
slogan
it
or
is.
something. It's like maybe it has to do with smiling. Um
He's like a fucking mix of Freddy Krueger and the Joker.
yeah, that's pretty much. And like thinking about it, like creepypastas are so fucking stupid, dude.
What do you mean?
Like no, like they're cool, but I'm saying like believability in like creepypastas, you know? Like
I don't know about that.
I'm sorry. At what point was Jeff the Killer believable?
Dog. The picture's pretty fucking
All
believable.
right, yeah, that's true. That's true. Whoever put time and effort into that picture, kudos to them. But like, I think that's what freaked me out was the picture. It had nothing to do with the story,
Oh, okay.
and I think that like,
Slenderman.
I think that goes with like a lot of like creepy pastas. Is like the picture that accompanies it is freaks me out more than the actual like story.
Smile dog. Yo.
Hey, your phone turned off. That's cool. I'll just turn it back on.
All right,
Picture's
cool.
kind of weird, bro. I guess I won't be looking at that again.
That's really fucking wild. Uh, Squidward Suicide was pretty wild.
That one was wild. I think so. Was like Sonic's EXE, whatever that one was.
Oh yeah, bro, that fucked me up as a kid.
Like
That fucked me
I
up.
feel like any of like the like movies or video games ones, like those ones kind of fucked me up a bit. But everything else I was pretty chill with.
That shit was wild because they made that shit into a game, and I was like, damn, I kind
Yeah,
of want to watch this, but I don't want to fucking. I want to sleep. Like
right.
it was literally just curiosity because like I was like, damn, what are they gonna do with it? And then they kind of fucked me up. So I watched it
Yeah,
maybe twice, like 4 years apart, and I was like, yep, still bad.
it's still bad. Just wanted to make sure. Speaking of childhood and stuff, I'm not sure if you've ever watched Tobuscus or Toby Turner, whatever.
No,
No, I did.
I don't watch pedophiles.
I what he what? Out of all those allegations, I don't think
Isn't
that
he?
was one of them.
Is he a pedophile?
No, he had rape allegations. Like
What's his name?
Tobuscus or Toby Turner.
Toby Turner.
How do you have a
I
name out
swear he
of
was
a
a
cartoon,
pedophile.
bro? No, bro.
Rape allegations. My bad, bro.
Yeah.
My bad.
Nah, he just raped someone. Nothing about pedophilia. What the fuck? No.
My bad, bro.
So I used to watch him a lot when I was younger, and he was like one of the forefront like YouTubers. Like he was like one of the biggest YouTubers uh back whenever YouTube like kind of first came out, like 2010 to like 2013 was like where he was really big, and that's where I watched him. But I feel like after that, his channel really died. I stopped watching him, and then suddenly out of nowhere, these rape allegations come out of nowhere. And Tobuscus, he came out like to see on his like channel that I watched as a kid, to see him make a serious video where he's talking to the camera and he's like, I had a drug problem, but never at any point did I touch her in a way that I shouldn't have. And it was like, it was so surreal, like seeing this guy that like I had watched like be like, yeah, while you were watching me, I was high, bro. I was off a beat. I was not here.
Really?
Um, cause like he didn't say that, like obviously he didn't say it specifically, but he said he had a drug problem. You know, he said like he wasn't, you know, like he doesn't anymore, but definitely in his earlier videos he abused drugs. And the girlfriend at the time was like, oh, he would like and like all this and all that, you know. And I feel like maybe there's sort of truth to it, but I don't think it, you know.
I feel like if you have to convince someone that's not okay.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously, but I feel like yeah, no, clearly, like if you have to convince someone clearly they didn't want to, you know, um, like I don't know, like because I don't want to say anything and then I seem like a rapist.
Yeah, you're a rapist.
Uh, but like I feel like it's being bent on both sides. I feel like Tobuscus definitely probably was like that was more of what was had, you know.
That's still bad.
That
What do
that
you mean?
okay, that's still bad, you know. Like, all right, what's the time? What's the time? That's not staying in.
Oh my god.
35. All right. Um. Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let me rephrase. Okay. Hold on. It's not how she recounted everything that was happening. She like I didn't mean it. God, this is all
It's
out.
not getting better. You should stop. That's what I'm saying, bro. You're literally touching something so sensitive, and it's not going good for you.
All of this is getting taken out. The last 10 minutes and none of it's
Oh
staying in.
my fucking god, bro. Oh my
Oh,
god.
I'm
He's like, that's.
sweating. I'm sweating, bro. That's so bad.
Oh man.
I know what I'm trying to say in my head, and I think it's because I'm trying to defend someone that I had once looked up to. I think that's why. Um,
I listen. Even if she stretched a little bit, it doesn't matter because
that
if
is
you
true.
say I don't, if it's not a yes, it's a no.
Exactly. The T thing. God. Um.
Ah.
Shut the fuck up, Rashawn. God, that's bad. All right.
God damn it.
Fuck Toby Turner. Um. Shit. What's the time? I can't even think now, bro. I'm just trying to like redeem myself. Like,
Can we instead of cutting it out, can we just like bleep it?
yeah, I'll bleep
No,
it.
it's like beep.
Every time anything's talked about or an opinion, yeah, I'll just bleep it. That way everything stays in.
That's fucking hilarious. Oh my god.
That was okay.
Oh man.
Okay. um. God damn, bro.
No way. No way, bro. That shit just kept going downhill. There was no. It was like you opened the door. It was like you were trying to get into your own apartment, but you kept opening the wrong door.
I was like, oh, this is... But, like, instead of, like, opening the right door and be like, oh, this isn't my apartment. Like, I walked in, opened the bathroom door, and I'm like, this still isn't my apartment. What is going on?
You walked in, took a shit. This is not my apartment. Oh man.
Fuck. Well, let's, you hear about a while ago, there was a chick who, shot a African-American male in his own
Yeah.
apartment. Yeah. And the, like, her brother, or his brother hugged her.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck her, bro. There's no way you accidentally walk into the wrong apartment, go, there's someone in here, pull out your gun, shoot them, before noticing that everything in an apartment is not yours.
One doesn't make sense because I feel like you would have locked your apartment door before you left.
Right?
So you would pull out your key, look down. First of all, if you don't have a floor mat, then why are you still going? You're a whole floor on the wrong one. So it's not like you step to the side. You're a whole floor,
Right?
a whole floor off. I have never gone to the wrong house. Like what?
Right? Like,
I mean, I know it's an apartment, but still, like you would know where you live.
that's what I'm saying. Like, if you live there for any amount of time, you know where you live. You know? Like, I feel like when you open the door and the couch is in the wrong place, you're like, this is not my apartment.
I feel like it'd be instant, like, oh shit, my like something in your apartment that you would know immediately.
Like, here's the thing: is like, I don't even know how I would like. I would be so embarrassed because that's not a situation that would happen to me. Like, if it,
Bro,
like, what do? You just open the door. Oh shit! Close the door and go to your apartment. Like,
Ah, shit, pulls out a gun.
Right, that's what I'm saying though. Is like she's getting home from patrol, whatever the fuck she was doing. I don't care. She opens the door. There's a man standing in clearly not her living room, right? She just left her door unlocked because apparently locking's too much. Opens the
That's what I'm
door,
saying.
right? Like I feel like you would lock your apartment, and even if you didn't, like you know where your apartment is. If you have to
Literally.
walk up 2 flights of stairs to get to your apartment, there's no way you're gonna walk up one flight of stairs and go, huh? Seemed a little short, but I'm here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've never been too tired to not know where I
Right?
am.
Or
Like what?
or even like, okay, let's say same floor, it's one door over, right? You know where you live. I've never gone to a hotel, right? And been like, huh. Like I've never opened the wrong door. Like in a hotel it's more understandable because it's a temporary thing that you just got. I've never opened the wrong door. I've never been at the wrong door. Like
Exactly, bro. That's wild.
like that shit's crazy. Like I don't get. It's not a parking spot, you know. It's never. Oh, that may be my car. I don't know. And even if it was, even if you're like that may be my car, you know what you do? You pull out your keys and you press the button.
Thank
You're
you.
like, that's
That's
not
what
my
I'm
car.
saying.
Okay, cool. Right?
You don't just walk up to someone who has the same car as you
And
and
open
then
the
pull out your
door,
gun. Pull out pull out your gun. Get out of my car. What are you talking about?
and then you shoot them. Like,
Yeah, and then take their car. Dog. That shit sounds so ridiculous. Like if you told me this shit, I'd be like, what are you talking about? Like if I didn't know anything about the situation and you said this happened to you, I'm like, you're a liar. Like you're an idiot. There's no way that would have happened.
bro, can you imagine? Can you like imagine you're in your apartment, right? Someone else opens your door and it's not your family. First of all, I would be pretty spooked as is.
Yeah.
I'm like, how, what, right? Then they look at you, scream, pull out their gun, and fucking shoot you.
I'd be pissed if I wasn't dead. I'd be pissed.
Right? Like,
Bro, wait. Can we just rewind? Hold on. How are you too tired to know where your fucking room is, but you're awake enough to pull out a gun, aim, and fire perfectly?
that's what
Hold
I'm
on.
saying.
That's what I'm like. What?
Bro, at what point do you think she realized it wasn't her apartment?
The entire
Like,
time.
okay, let's just say that this story is all true and she really seriously walked into the wrong apartment. At what point do you think she would have realized that it wasn't her apartment?
The floor mat
Right? Like
outside of the door.
she walks in, right? She like cuz you would have to guess that she doesn't know it's not her apartment till after she's taken the shot. If the story were true. It's not, but if. She pulls out her gun,
But-
she fires, puts her gun back in her holster. Homie's dying on the ground and she's like, "Huh. I don't remember having that tapestry there."
hands on the hips. Huh.
Huh. I don't remember having that painting or that
That's
couch.
crazy.
Huh.
Was this reverse stealing?
Oh, you know what? Starting to make sense. I don't think this is my apartment.
I gotta use the bathroom.
Hey, you mind if I take a pee? Just it's gonna be real quick. I'll be.
Steps over the body. Okay, but I feel like that there's no way. There's no way though, because you have to. I feel like as a cop, you would take precautions, as in
Right.
you would lock your own door, meaning you would take your keys out of your purse, look down at your keys to get the correct key, and at that point you would have seen the floor mat.
Right. Another thing. Right. As a cop, right. The way you handle a situation is never shoot first.
That's what I'm saying.
Like as a cop, you were trained to not shoot. Like clearly, if someone's unarmed, what reason did she have to shoot?
The first question I'm asking is, why are you in my apartment?
The second thing, even if you
How'd you get in?
right, even if he was armed, you're in the wrong. You entered his apartment, pulled out your gun. You gonna get mad at him for having a baseball bat?
Hey yo, put my baseball bat down. I never played baseball. Fuck.
Right? Like, and I mean, like, I'm glad the brother hugged her and forgave her and everything, but like I'm not. Fuck her,
What's the
bro.
alternative?
Fuck
What's
her.
the alternative?
That is true. That
Be
is true.
mad for the rest of your life?
That is true. I'm pissed, and it wasn't even my brother. Um, no, but like I'm glad that he found it in his heart to forgive her, you know, and to make such a statement. But she was 100% in the wrong. She was never in the right. There was not one point of that case where I was ever even thinking to be on her side. Like
But I'm saying like that. All of that had to be intentional. There's no way.
that's what
Like
I'm
there's too
saying.
many variables. There's too many variables.
Exactly. It sounds like you entered a man's home, shot him in his living room because it may not have been racial. It
Didn't
definitely
perform
was.
CPR.
Didn't perform CPR. Didn't do anything. Didn't call an ambulance and let the man bleed out. You're telling me as a cop, right? I feel like maybe if this was all like just assuming that everything she said wasn't garbage and that she was telling the truth, right? Let's just say you're so tired you enter the wrong apartment. Just saying that. I know that's not how it happens. You enter the wrong apartment, pull out your gun, shoot someone. I think immediately I'd be like, oh shit. Like, even if I go to jail, I'm going to do my best to save this man's life. You know? Like,
Like you're already in the wrong.
I royally fucked up, you know? Like, this is a man's life over here, and I just shot him. I would like ambulance would be called. I'd be patching up the wound, like doing my best to make sure he doesn't bleed out on his carpet or whatever. Like I would be doing everything in my power to save him. You know, like that's crazy. Like there's no way you walk into the wrong apartment and shoot someone because there's so much time. You know, like if I walked into a house that had the same floor plan as me, like let's say I was blindfolded up until opening the door. I would know immediately it wasn't my house. Because I would open the door and be like, that's not my couch. That's not my TV. And close the door.
Not even that, bro. I feel like if I saw someone in my house, my first reaction would be closing the door. Because I'm like, oh, is this even my house? Making sure that it is. Then if it is, I'm calling the police. Crazy.
Right? Like,
I don't know, but first reaction, gun.
But it wasn't even gun. It was shoot. Her first reaction was shoot.
Yeah.
Not pull
I feel
out.
like if you had a gun out, you're fine. Like, I understand if you had your gun out, like, oh, why you in my apartment? But it was like, gun, shoot.
That's crazy. What was her defense going to be? He was trespassing. No, you were. Fucking.
Why'd you make the voice?
I don't know.
You mean trespassing? You're trespassing.
Oh my god, bro. I hate people, bro. I genuinely have a deep down hatred for people.
Not Toby Turner.
It's rooted in the customer service work that I've done. For a second, I just want to talk about all the people who are rioting against the quarantine.
Oh,
That's so stupid. I feel like as a person, it should be in your best interest to take care of the other people, you know? Like I think it's number one, like it's numero uno and that's it. Because if you're not taking care of anybody, who's going to take care of you? Who's going to be there for you
well, it's
when
a
you need
selfish
it?
thing. It's
Exactly.
a selfish thing. So, like, if I can take care of myself, why do I need anybody else?
Right? Until the
I
point.
mean, I'm just saying, like, keep that idea. Like, if you're going out
Yeah. No.
and if you're like, all right, I only need to take care of myself, then that's what it is. Like, if they live by themselves, like, they're not going to care about coming home with corona. You know what I'm saying?
Well, absolutely. Yeah, that's true. But like the thing is like, bro, that's so stupid. That's so stupid. Cause like I feel like, can you imagine? You may live by yourself or whatever, but you go out, you get corona, you're like, fuck it, I live by myself. It doesn't matter. You go out, continuing, and then you're like, fuck face mask. Like, fuck it. Like, we don't need this shit, right? Honestly, let him do it. Survival of the fittest, bro.
It's not just an election.
Sorry, what?
Natural selection.
Yeah, natural selection. Exactly. That's my bad. I said survival of the fittest. Well,
Breed out the idiots.
hey, that still applies, bro. Like, on one hand, it's like, hey, y'all are really stupid. Like, stop that shit. But on the second hand, like, I can't wait for them to get a smack in the face for realizing how stupid they are whenever they all get COVID. You know? Imagine your plan is, oh, COVID isn't even that dangerous because of the lack of research you did, and then you get it. and then you're on your deathbed, like just sitting there, like fucking dying, and you're like, damn, guess I was wrong. Like,
Bro, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, and this is definitely deep rooted at my fucking job. But this is the shit of fucking parenting. Like if you just discipline your fucking kids, they won't grow up to
exactly,
be fucking idiots.
exactly.
That's all I gotta say.
Look, I'm just saying, the most ghetto people, customer service has taught me that the most ghetto people are the nicest fucking people. They're the most
I'm
polite,
saying
right? It's always like some white woman that I'm really scared of. Like I'm like, damn, this chick is about to ruin everything for me, bro. Like she's about to ruin my whole day. But it's like the ghetto guys with like the tattoos and like the like they're bald and then they have the shades on top. Yeah, like no, never mind. That's douchey. I'm trying to think of like. Anyways, you get the picture. Like you know who I'm talking about. Like it's always them that they're super cool. You know.
it's really wild to me how no everybody swears they don't have a bad kid, but yet there's dumbass adults running around doing whatever the fuck they want.
Right.
That's just what I want to
Like
say.
if you didn't have a bad kid, then why do you have a bad kid? Like
It's like the same thing as like everybody swears they're fucking really attractive girls, but a lot of ugly girls are getting pregnant.
right.
It's like that's what I'm saying. Like
Right.
it's the same thing. Like I don't understand.
Shout out to the ugly girls.
Don't shout out too loud; they might hear you.
Redacted. No.
Wow.
Whoa, that actually wasn't
Well,
pointed.
I know exactly who you're talking about.
That wasn't pointed at anybody. I'm actually being 100% with you. That wasn't pointed at anybody.
Yeah, but I'm making it pointed at somebody.
All right then. That's crazy. Like people are stupid, man, and it's how do you be that stupid? How do you live with yourself being that stupid? Like how have you lived to your early 30s being that stupid? Like
Parents.
yeah, other countries right now are fucking like laughing at the US right now. Like they're just fucking like that shit's crazy. Like freedom of speech, fucking I'm all for it, Like I love it, But that doesn't mean put everybody at danger because that's its own thing. That's its own thing. That is a law. Like it's not freedom of speech if you're putting people in danger, right? So if you gather up in a huge group telling people with COVID to go, you're violating that, You're putting people in danger. And the fact that like no one's stopping it, everybody's like, "Oh, freedom of speech, just let it happen," Like I love when people intentionally put their other people in danger.
Listen. It is what it is.
It is what it is. You know what it is? It's fucking stupid.
That's entitlement. Bitches is weird. Bitches is weird.
That's another
It's the
thing.
same
Bro.
people. It's the same people who've never had to deal with adversity that want to be oppressed so bad.
Exactly, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, people really out here getting oppressed, and other people are like, I want that.
That shit's weird to me.
Right?
That shit is so weird. Bro, that shit is so weird to me. It's the same people, dog. It's like, wait, oh my God. Are they terrorists? Are they? Is that rioting? Anyways, I'm going to go protest, Becky. Come with me.
What are we protesting? Our right to
I
get
just saw a
sick.
group.
Our right to
I
get.
just.
If I want to get sick, I can protest it.
She already has AIDS. Don't worry about it.
Becky, why the fuck you want to be oppressed so bad?
Bro, that's also a thing. You just gotta hold your friends accountable. Listen.
Right?
If you know your friends on that bullshit, don't let that shit slide.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. Now I'm talking about redacted. I'm talking about you, redacted. You don't know who you are, but I'm talking about you.
I'm talking about a separate redacted also. We redacting bitches out here.
All right, 2 redacted bitches.
Equal redacting.
Equal redacting. You'll never. Honestly, I feel like if they listen to it, they'll know exactly who they are.
We're not talking about the same person, so.
Well, I kind of assumed we were both talking about the same 2 people.
Nah, no, you're not. I don't think you know who I'm talking about.
Oh, I don't know who you're talking about? Okay.
Listen, we can log it off and let you know.
All right, I got it. Cool. It's the same bitches oppressing that want to be oppressed.
bro. It's like they're bored.
Honestly, bro, like I don't get it. I don't get it. Ah, my life is too good. I'm making a good amount of money. You know, like
Bro, imagine being so bored you want to be oppressed.
that's
That
crazy.
shit blows my mind. I
Like,
have nothing else to do.
guess I'll protest my right to protest or something. Like,
Bro, you've been in your house for like, bro, you can't go see your friends. Cool. Everyone's in the same boat. Like,
that's
what are
what
you
I'm
talking
saying.
about?
Like, everybody's in the
It's
same.
not just you. It'd be different if it was a specific group of people or a specific type of people, but it's not. Everybody's in this position.
Hey, you
What the fuck are you talking
you want
about?
to know something? The virus
What's
doesn't
popping?
discriminate, but you do. Crazy.
But you're not ready for that conversation. You're not ready for that
That's
conversation.
crazy. It's crazy that a virus is less racist than you. Chill out, bro.
That's crazy. Equally deadly though. It
Equally
is what
deadly.
it
Yeah,
is.
it is what it is. Because, I mean, the virus can't walk into the wrong apartment and then shoot somebody, so
Yeah. Listen,
it's in every apartment. It doesn't care who you are.
it's just so wild to me. I don't understand. I really can't fathom the idea. I really can't fathom the idea.
Right?
Like fucking
I'm trying to relate
go.
something to I have to say I'm pretty unoppressed. Like, and guess what? I'm fine with that because I can get where I need to get. You know, like I.
I I could beg to differ. I feel like because you've told me stories or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Like
true.
you've had instances, you've had experiences. Bro, people walk around with the perfect fucking bro, no problems. You do it, you could go wherever you want, do whatever you want, whenever you want.
That's crazy.
And you want to be oppressed. That shit is weird to me, bro. That shit is weird.
That's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
It is, bro. It is. And I don't listen. The thing is though, no one's gonna hear this. But you know what I'm saying? Like the people that
Yeah,
need to hear aren't gonna listen. So
exactly. Um, so now I'm outing all you redacted bitches. Actually, no, not even redacted. If you're out here,
ah!
no, if you're out here wanting to be oppressed so bad that you're out putting other people in danger so you can get a spotlight on yourself, go fuck yourself, man. You're not doing anybody a
Mm.
favor. You're not doing anybody a favor, you know?
Bro, my favorite thing is, man, I really need this haircut. Bitch, learn how to cut your hair. I really need to get my nails done. Bitch, learn how to do your nails. Crazy, because then crazy thought, you just save money.
Right? Like
Crazy thought,
it's not
crazy
like
thought.
it's not like you don't have the time, right?
Literally,
Like what are nails? Nails are like 40 something, right? Like they're not cheap.
no, no, they're for a good set of nails is at least maybe 60. That's like low end.
God damn, bro. Well, that's why I'm not getting my nails done. That's the sole reason. That alone.
No, bro. Give me a mani petty.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you spend all that money on like a nail kit or something. Like, I feel like you could spend the time to learn. You know?
I'm saying, like, if you, bro, even if you fuck it up, you're still spending less money than you would buying it again than spending money on someone to do your nails.
Exactly. Like, here's the thing: is I feel like people are like, I can't cook. Yeah, you can't read the directions.
Bro, that's the easiest shit to me.
Like,
Buy the ingredients, read the directions, and you got it. Crazy.
honestly, it's not that hard. Like cooking, like, and here's the thing: is after you've done it, you could be like, "Hey, I didn't quite like the way that tasted. I'll just add a little bit of this, and I'll be fine." Right? If it doesn't work, it
Or
doesn't
reduce
work.
something else.
If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Like, who cares, bro? Like, cooking is such an easy skill to improve upon and like get better. It's not hard. It's not like I feel like you know how shit tastes, right? If you're eating something, you're like, I kind of wish this was more salty. Add salt. I
Listen, bro, some people just don't. They just don't want to put the work in.
right.
They like paying the convenience fee, and it is what it is. But when your convenience is at other people's inconvenience, then you need to fucking check yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. No, you're not harming anybody by ordering food. You do you.
I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a
Exactly,
problem
bro.
with that.
I'd be ordering food. Like not everybody's in the mood to cook, but I feel like if you have the time, then you have no excuse not to improve yourself.
I feel like though that's more of an essential thing. Like you
Yeah.
need to eat. You
Oh yeah,
don't need to get
definitely.
a haircut. You don't need to get your bro. Who the fuck is gonna see you?
Exactly. That's what I'm
You
saying.
shouldn't be going out in the first place.
That's what I'm saying. You don't need a haircut. You don't like not till all this is over. It's not even necessary. I fucking shaved my head. I regret it, but I shaved my head because nobody's gonna see me, bro.
I've been learning how to cut my hair.
Yeah,
Crazy.
good shit, bro.
It's crazy. But you know, listen, bless you. Uh, y'all better say bless you too.
Yeah, you
You
should
get
have
one
known.
more.
There's not gonna be another one. You're good.
But yeah. So
I don't know. People annoy me, bro. Like it's just like it's simple shit. Stay home. Don't see other people. Like
I'm
I
not gonna say pretend like I'm fucking perfect, but you
yeah,
know,
like
listen, I'm not out here partying. I'm not out here going to everybody's
yeah,
house. I'm not here.
exactly.
Hey, let's go have a photo shoot. Let's go have a picnic. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, what, bro? Shit's closed for a reason.
Exactly. You know, like there's not groups attending. I feel like okay, like I understand. Like dude, I want to see my girlfriend so bad, and like if I had the chance, I definitely would have. You know, but it's like it's a thing of like making sure both parties are safe. You know, I'm not going out and I'm not interacting with other people. I'm not going to stores. I'm not an essential worker. You know, like I'm not doing stuff and then going and interacting with her. You know, like and she's doing exactly the same, you know, like she's not really interacting with anybody, she's just in her own home. So I felt like with if we saw each other, like no harm no foul, you know. But like if you're out here interacting with people, you know, like
Multiple people. Multiple people.
multiple people who are all essential workers or who are all doing stuff, like here's the thing about this virus is like it doesn't matter if you're 6 people down the line, you have just as much chance of getting it as a first person does, you know. Like
It's
because
just weird to
because
me.
that one person passes on to the second person is going to keep passing it on until you get to that sixth person, which is you. You know, it doesn't matter how many people down the line you are, you know. So like the only way to stop it is to not be interacting with everybody, you know. And like especially grocery store workers during this time, bro. Like grocery store workers are interacting with people all day, you know.
Like inadvertently,
Yeah, like in the thing.
just stalking shit.
Yeah, like they don't have like the restrictions on them that nurses and stuff do. Nurses have to have their own decontamination center in their house. When they walk in their house, they have to decontaminate, go take a shower, and then they can walk around their house just for their own house. Like that's so crazy. Like
Shit's weird to me.
same shit at the hospital, you know, but your grocery store workers, all of that, they can just come home. They don't have to shower. They don't have to like you could have it on your clothes and not get it. But if you sit down and move on your couch or whatever, and you're like, oh, okay, I'll go and change, you can come back, sit on your couch, and now you have it. You know? Like, that shit is so crazy. Like, you just take care of yourself. Take care of your fellow people, you know? I feel like it's not that hard to do, you know?
Yeah, people built different though. They just like worrying about themselves.
You know, and I feel like selfishness is a reason why like other countries are like laughing at us and other countries think we're super stupid right now because of how selfish a majority of our people are, you know. Oh, I'm gonna lose money. Oh, my health. Oh,
But I'm saying like I'm moving. If I the first chance I get, I'm moving out of here. Like dead ass. I'm going to fucking New Zealand or some shit. Like I'm at this bitch. There's too many fucking problems in America, bro. Too many fucking problems.
exactly. I don't think I'll move out. I'm hoping to stay in this bitch.
Have fun.
I'm hoping to be one of the ones that make it better, you know. And that I'm gonna bring it all the way around back to voting. If you can vote, vote. Do what you think is right for you. You know.
Cool. Cody.
Sorry, you're right. You're right.
No, Cody. The fucking United States was made in 1776. 1776.
Yeah.
1776.
Yeah.
It is 2020.
Mhm.
How much did it change?
Mhm. Uh,
That's all I'm saying. That's
okay.
all. Like y'all had years on years, bro. I'm done with this shit.
Okay. Here's like. There definitely was change, but I don't think any of it was for the better. And I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. But I feel like a lot of like the worst changes happened after JFK. You know, like I feel like we were kind of okay up until JFK, and then culture changed, and then people changed, and it's like, damn, we really like I feel like we're at such separate extremes of who there is in
Everything.
America right now. You have like such extremes on both sides. Like
There's a
I feel like
go.
before it was like the liberal and conservative were kind of like really close together, and now it's just extremes on both sides. Like you can't compromise if both people have such different viewpoints that there's nothing to compromise about. There is no common ground. You know?
Bro, literally, it's just everything is black and white. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like liberal, Republican, male, female. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
like one group definitely hates the other. Not like men hate women, but there's definitely guys who hate women, and there's
Oh
definitely
yeah.
women who hate men. Like that shit's wild to me, bro. I don't understand. Like that shit's really weird.
Right. Like, and I think that's like I think that's not helping. And I saw this like Dr. Phil thing, and it was these two LGBT guys, right? And one of them may have been female. I don't know. It was like a short clip. So it was two people, and they were talking to Dr. Phil, and one of them was like, I just want to create a good environment. Like, I don't know exactly why he was there, but I kind of agreed with this message. He's like, I just want to like have people see me and look up to me, know that just because they're a little weird or they're a little off, that it doesn't mean they're wrong, that they still can do what they want to do. And then Dr. Phil was like, well, how do your parents feel about it? And he goes, my parents don't love it, but like, I'm doing what I need to do to represent the people I want to. And then the other kid, he was Dr. Phil asked the same question. He's like, what about you? And he's like, they're relevant. He's like,
That's what I'm saying. I was about to say that. It don't matter how nobody else feels. If I'm doing it and I like it, fuck you.
but there's more to it. He was like, they have no followers. If they had followers, then I'd talk to them. Like, it wasn't, oh, they're irrelevant, like they're not helping my cause, like they're just hating, then whatever. Like, I get that. But it's like he doesn't talk to them because they don't have actual like fame relevance. I was like, that's so stupid. Like, you can't sit up here and say you are fronting a face for the LGBT community and then come up here and tarnish it. Like,
I get what you're saying.
that's not everybody. And it's like I feel like that's another thing, is like the reason groups have such extremes is because that's the forefront of the group. Not every feminist is like, hey, fuck men, I never want to see a man again, like white men should just fucking die. Like, that's not every feminist, but I feel like
They're not wrong
that's
though.
what we see. That's what the media gives us.
But they're not wrong. No, but I think I think it's but the thing is like it's just hate feeds hate.
Exactly.
Like in Naruto did the shit fucking beautifully. They had a really good analogy. There's this villain called Pain, who basically had his parents and all his friends killed by a war. So his philosophy was he's gonna end all wars by destroying all the pain in the world, basically by fucking it up.
Yeah.
But his philosophy was there. All the pain and hatred is like filled off of one thing, and it's just a cycle. It's gonna keep going and going and going. That's why there's more extremes on both sides, because it's like, oh,
Yeah.
they're extremely like this, so I have to be even more extreme towards my views or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just like, listen, if all I'm saying is, if simple ideology, if everyone minded their business, there would be no problems. Crazy,
That's
crazy
that's
thought,
absolutely
crazy thought,
true.
crazy thought. If you, there's so many people that are worried about what someone else is doing. It's crazy to me. Like, as
Exactly.
long as it's in the bounds of the law, not hurting someone else, not hurting yourself, why
Doesn't
does it
matter.
affect you?
It
Like, why
doesn't
does it
matter.
matter? It shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't understand.
I get that 100%. I get
What
that.
I eat doesn't make you shit. What are you talking about?
I've never heard that before, but I'm so glad I did. What I eat doesn't make you shit. That's fucking. I love that. I think that's a good place to call the episode. Just on what I eat doesn't make you shit. So I think the message of this
That's
episode,
the title.
I'm making that the title. I think the message of this episode, and it's not like there's a message to every episode, but like, take care of yourself, take care of the people you care about. Like, just be chill. All right, don't go looking for problems. Think about yourself, but also think about everybody else. That was a wide range. Think about everybody.
Everyone, every single person exists. He's logic.
Yeah, exactly. No, but that all joking aside, take care of yourself. Be safe. Thank you for listening to the Quarantine Corner podcast.